receivables.
Yeah, you sell your receivables for like 20%, right, or whatever they're collecting. So,
Right.
so if you've got a bill out, you've invoiced your client $10,000, and they have net 90 days to pay, and you say, well, I need the money now. You could sell that invoice to somebody who will buy it from you, and they'll say, all right, so I'll buy it for a 20% premium, and they'll give you $8,000 now. It's the payday loans of business.
Yeah. I was just going to say that. Yeah. It's just like very expensive.
Yeah, it's very expensive debt.
Yeah.
Welcome to everybody on YouTube. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Yeah, Brian, Peter, and myself here today.
Welcome to our nightmare.
Welcome. Well, no, there you go. Donor runs give you an idea of what they do invest in. I said I like investing on the investment side. I said I wouldn't convince a business to use them, but if people are going to insist on using them, then I might as well get a piece of the action.
Yeah. So what have we got going? Is Peter, you've got to be in an AMD trade right now.
Actually, I was just about to mention AMD. I'm not in it, but I was just about to mention AMD. It looks like it's heading down back towards the low of the day here. Looks like it's just about to start the low.
Just about ready to break it.
So we've got.
I'm hanging on to Workhorse. It's the only thing I'm in. So.
Okay. Well, we've got the small caps down today. We've got the SPY just marginally up, and the Qs. Technologies seems to be the one that's leading the way today. So JKS has really been taking a shellacking finally. This is the kind of the pullback I expected about a week ago after that huge run up.
Wow, look at the volume on this too.
On JKS?
Oh no, I was looking at that.
Yeah, you can see JKS really. This is sort of the climactic last hurrah. Crack open the Dom Perignon trade was yesterday. Because everyone was piling into it, and the volume really spiked yesterday, and then the champagne ran out today, and the partiers headed for the exits.
Everybody, get out of here.
Yeah, time to go home. So we've had a high of $90 and change, and now we're down to 69 and change.
Looking like it wants to close to the low of the day as well.
Yeah, it's kind of there'll be a buying opportunity here. On the daily we've come down to touch the we're just really at now this 9 moving average, which is quite often an area where a stock will bounce from. So I think you can. I'm not gonna take a position today, but I'll be watching this one for the people to start to buy back in on this somewhere. The next moving average is all the moving averages really got spread out on this. The 20 is down at around 55, which is another, 15 bucks from here. 14 bucks.
Yeah, maybe we're not done here.
It's selling off right now.
Yeah, we're back at the VWAP.
Come on, baby.
Had a good trade on pins. Had a good trade on Snap today. Snap had a nice run. That was probably one of the nicest moving stocks in the morning hours. And I really got into that late, but at least I did get a chance to take part of that run. Did either of you take Snap? Snap.
Nope.
Nope, I was not trading this morning. I was transportation for the family. Today from
You were a
the
transportation guy.
Turn it. I'm out. How do I get stuck?
So,
Okay.
so we've had a nice bounce on some of the silver and gold trades. Have been in those, taken some profits today, just because we're back up into an area where there's probably looks like there could be resistance. We had resistance in this area back on the 12th and on the 14th on the daily chart. And we had a support back on middle of September around this level as well. So so always interesting to keep an eye on the VIX to see what the option traders are pricing in here. And the VIX is actually quite a bit down today. It's down below the yesterday's low, as a matter of fact. And we are pretty flat on the day right now with IWM, SPY, and Qs. So that tells you there isn't a lot of fear in the market. Yes, exactly, Chris. So it's kind of telling you maybe people aren't too worried about where we're sitting right now, as far on the levels.
Come on. I hope I'm not pulling another Microsoft here.
AMD.
Yeah. I went long. I got stopped out for just a couple of pennies. I went long again. And it's not. I was expecting it drops and then it bounces up. I'm getting out at break even here again. I don't want to get caught on this. I thought I saw the SPY starting to move down. I'm a little nervous about it. After months.
SPY's not making. Yeah, it's sitting on the view. Yeah, sitting on top of the view app. It's really, if you look at the last, if you look at the entire afternoon, we kind of been trading in a relatively narrow range. We tried to make a run up here into the afternoon. Around 3 o'clock, we've failed. What is that? What level is that?
It's starting to lose the VWAP.
Yeah, it's leaking a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you going to do, Peter? AMD is just flatlining here.
I know. I got out of break even. It's funny because it right after I got out at break even, it jumped up by like 8 cents, and I'm like, oh, I should have stayed in, and then it went down by like 15 cents. I'm like, oh no, thank God I got out. Then I'm like, all right, if there's that much whipsaw in emotion, like, stay out. It's not a good trade to be in.
So Brian,
I don't have it.
From Dan out on YouTube, he short Snap from 38.57.
Yeah.
Your opinion on, is it worth swinging?
Wow. Okay. Well, let's take a look at. Let's take a look. It is at an all-time high, or at least it's not an all. I think this is back where it did the IPO. It was in this range, wasn't it? This is when they first came out, or is it a little higher than that now? Because that was a couple.
It's higher than that.
I think it's.
Yeah, the IPO. Yeah, it's higher. Well, I don't know. Did Snap come out below its IPO price? I can't remember. Its actual on its first day, it opened at 26.39 is what it actually opened at, and then it hit a high of 29.44 that day. But it's never been higher since. So
we're at all-time highs here. So there's yeah. I mean, should you swing it? I don't see it. I can't see it gapping up one way or another significantly in the morning. I think after this run, we're probably either going to consolidate or we're going to get a bit of a pullback after this pop. So I don't know. I think if you have a substantial position and you were thinking about swinging it, I mean, I don't see a lot. I don't see a lot of upside. Let's just say from here, and I see more downside potential at this point, at least in the short term.
This might be an ideal time to call on our lawyers. Lawyers, can you just say, BBT is not an investment service, and any advice we provide is not about your investment direction. We do not advise that you hold, sell, buy, or retain any stock. Our information is for general purposes only. Please use it as such.
Yeah, I mean, I just can only give something to you as from my perspective, and I would certainly be taking a lot of profits here, and I personally wouldn't be seeing a lot of upside, at least in the short term, from this big pop. But you never know. Who have we got reporting? Have we got any other people coming out that might? Because if you look at pins, you look at Twitter, you look at Facebook, all of these are up on these Snap earnings. And their revenue model, and so people are reading through on if Snap's revenue model has been good in the past. It seems to be working. So let's look at other companies that are the same one. So I don't know if anyway. What have we got for earnings here? Mike's going through it now.
Tesla's out today at 425. Chipotle's reporting. But other than that, it's not really anything along the social.
A lot of kind of no name.
Yeah.
A lot of no
For those on
names.
YouTube, I'll just repeat what Mike said since apparently you can't hear his voice. We're talking about earnings, and Tesla and Chipotle are providing earnings. We also have Las Vegas Sands, CSX, Xilinx, a couple of them, but really the only thing in the social media, well, there's really nothing social media related. Tesla is the most eagerly anticipated, I would suggest. I'd like to go down now. Oh my goodness, look at the markets go down. Well, they lost the green.
Yep, SPY just lost green here. Everything seems to be, Microsoft. You should have been short Microsoft, Peter.
Yeah, I see that. And look at Apple. I'm looking at Apple, Microsoft, and Tesla all taking a nosedive here. Oddly, AMD is still just treading water.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. It's interesting. People are getting nervous about Tesla. Peter, you should do a poll. Is Tesla going to pop after hours when they do their earnings, or is it going to drop? Pop or drop?
Oh yeah, you want a poll? All right, let's see here. We can do
let's do it. Let's see what people. Yeah, we could ask the magic 8 ball, but let's get a consensus here. Who's thinking Tesla's going to blow out the numbers and blow out their quarterly vehicle sales? And now again, here's something like if you want to watch a sympathy play, like if Tesla's numbers are good, you can probably, you could add NEO, and you could add, there's another one that I've been kind of keeping an eye on called LI Auto, which is another Chinese EV company, and of course all the usual ones, Workhorse, Tesla. I'm gonna choose. I think it's gonna pop up. That's what I think. But don't let my vote influence you.
Oh yeah, sure. There you go. Skewing the votes.
I know. Yeah, I've changed my mind.
Yeah. Brian's. we go. Here's a pop coming on Microsoft. Apple's not doing anything.
I think we're going to get a bit of a rebound here.
Yeah, no big reaction really. Not like we've seen some days. So not much. So here's the thing I wanted to ask. Anybody who's with IB out there, Interactive Brokers, did you also get a note? I thought it was interesting. They talked about, due to the high risk out there, they remember before they reduced their the leverage, right, that they were providing. Now what they've said is that their risk management policies are changing so that they're going to reduce their margin requirements 30 minutes prior to the end of the market's close. So it was 15 minutes before. It's sort of when they do that settlement accounts and you go to your overnight margin rates. Now they're going to move that back so that it's now 30 minutes. So you have to be aware of that if you're with Interactive Brokers, that if you're in a trade and you're suddenly over your overnight, holding limit, which is lower than your daily trade limit, you might actually get forced out of some of your shares. And so you got to be really aware of that at 3:30. So I thought that was interesting.
Yes, it is. So I'm going to pull up the trade of the day, Peter. It is by Sebastian B.
Okay, so Sebastian B has the trade of the day. So this is the member trade of the day. Let me see if that's a tiny chart. Anyways, I can't read any of that, but it looks like an awesome trade. Mike, do you know what it's on? What's the
It
stock?
is on Facebook. It is a fallen angel.
Facebook.
Which is
Okay.
over here in the beginning. And then it's a VWAP reversal where the number 2 is.
Back in the beginning. Wow, I'm glad I can even see that apparently. Oh, I see the 1 and 2 now.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, we've got a fallen angel trade that was taken. Although, what time is that, Mike? Did that say 10:30? No.
That's 9:30.
I can't even read. Oh, good Lord. Okay, never mind. So that's 9:30.
That's why it's important
So
for class today, the webinar today.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know if anyone else can read that, but I can't read that for the life of me. So, anyways, all right. Well, that's a good trade though. If you got that move, because that's a big move on Facebook. Not something I was watching, but obviously took advantage of that. So that's fantastic. Don't forget, if you wanted to submit for the member trade of the day, we love that when our members do that, and you submit it via Twitter is how we take those trades. Submit it using the hashtag BearBullTraders, and then copy Mike BBT. Oh, someone else called me. I'm going to be arrested. And at Norm BBT. And then add the hashtags BBT family, hashtag day trading, and hashtag stock market so we can find it. And you will be entered into the member trade of the day. And we appreciate all of your entries. So please do so. This week, last night, Mike had his Module 4 Mindfulness During Trading webinar. So that was fantastic. I appreciate you doing that, Mike. It's always good to see it live. And so it's always good to be reminded of how mindfulness can help you in your trading and daily life, frankly. So look at that. And then next week, we have Neda, who's back with us, giving a seminar on the 28th of October. Yeah. Is that right, Mike? Okay. Thank you. Okay. I knew that the other webinars got moved to the Tuesday, which is why it was throwing me off. Okay, so it's Wednesday, October 28th. So we have a mistake on the slide there at 8 o'clock. Anyways, which is interesting on Don't Believe Everything You Think, which I've read some stuff about this, and it's actually, I'm not exactly sure how she's going to handle it, but it's actually a very interesting topic. And it's not intended to make you doubt your own sanity or your own mind. It actually helps you just be more aware of how your thoughts are forming, and especially when you're trading. If any of you have ever gone on a tilt day, or you've sort of traded and you sit back afterwards and say, what just happened? This will help you with that and understanding how your mind works. So that should be a great webinar next Wednesday, the 28th. Coming up tonight, as Mike just alluded to, I can take advantage of this, and I've been looking forward to this for a couple of months. We originally had Dr. Kenneth Reed scheduled a while back. We had to reschedule it due to some conflicts. on both sides. But finally tonight at 8 p.m., we're doing the webinar on for traders over 50 and some things you need to be aware of that sort of affects individuals of more with greater wisdom. Basically, I'm trying to say those that are old, like me, who are at 50 or older than 50, and some things to be aware of in terms of how it would impact your trading and how you can manage that. So I'm very much looking forward to that tonight. And then next week, Jared is going to bring us his buddy Pearson Fail. Tuesday, October the 27th. So we're moving the webinar series. We're changing dates. So next week will be the first time this webinar series. It will be on Tuesday, the 27th at 8 p.m. The Pierce and Fail theory is what Jared's going to be showing us in detail. He's been talking about it in the room. We've watched him trade it extremely successfully. I actually took a couple of those style trades today. In fact, I'm still in my trade on Workhorse, which is that style. So it's going to be a great webinar because I actually want to know specifically some of the rules he uses. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I think that's it. Oh, discounts. Right. So if you want to join us and you're on YouTube, first, give us a like, please. We love likes. If you don't like it, then tell us why. Give us some feedback. We love feedback too because it can only help us improve. So we appreciate that. But you can look at joining us for a 1-week trial. It gives you 1 week, $24. Use the code premarket24. And then once you've found out how fantastically awesome we are, you're going to want to join and take advantage of our lifetime membership option using a 35% discount code of Halloween35. And then you have access to all of our material, right? All the courses, all the webinars, all of our in-house psychologists, the live trading in the room during all market hours. That will be all yours for a one low price. Anyways, it is actually a good deal. Our members can tell you they get a lot of value out of it. So hopefully we'll see you here soon. There you go.
Werewolves of London.
Werewolves. I like Teen Wolf. Was that the Michael J. Fox one?
Yes, Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Teen Wolf.
Basketball
There you
player.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Snap. What's Snap up to? Snap really.
Snap?
It's so
It's kind of selling off here. Yeah. It would give me, again, that would give me some concern about holding it over. We did get a nice bounce back up to previous day close on the SPY, and now we're pulling back again.
Well, I assume that they're short. So they're talking about holding short over the.
Holding it short.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
they
mean,
said they were in at 38 something.
Yeah. Well, if it's short, again, it's okay.
Well,
Of course,
well.
the challenge would be that it's still a bit of a hot commodity with their proving out their business model. Like I said, I don't see a lot of upside on this on Snap. I really see a little bit more downside in the short term, but I wouldn't. But the other on, the flip side of that is there may be some profit taking, but that may bring buyers in as well. So.
Yeah, well, we've seen these stocks do that, right? They'll have this big gap up day, and then they'll just trend sideways and slightly up for a while, and then sort of use that as a new base off of which they will continue higher. So it's go either
Well,
way.
if you look at Snap on a daily chart, 'cause sometimes I just like to look back at how things trade here on a daily chart in the past, and you look at days where it's had a big move up day, like there was one here in September 22nd, big move day, came back, pulled back on the 23rd, 24th, and then found a base and then just started moving up again. Another bit of a gap up day on the 5th of October, punched to a new high, and then the following couple of days we had again a pull back to the 9 moving average, and then just a churn sideways, and then eventually we had another pop. So yeah, it's still
Snap today too.
yeah, well, totally, yeah.
That
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be a big volume.
Oh, there's the bell. Yeah, if I was holding a short, I prefer the day trade. I'd take the safe route and get most of it out, if not all of it out, sort of right now, or just
Yeah, that's what I
you got
was
a good
saying.
return. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Now let's go into earnings mode. So we've got things I want to watch. Tesla. Let's put Tesla up on the big screen here. And then Las Vegas Sands is coming, and Chipotle, if I remember, was the other one. Oh, crap. And I better get out of Workhorse. I forgot. Why do I keep forgetting? Apparently I really need that webinar tonight. Okay.
It's that concentration and that focus. You get sidetracked very easy.
I'm demonstrating that you truly cannot multitask, no matter what you think. Humans are not good multitaskers.
AXTA Exalta Coding System is reporting.
Apparently, when they've done
59
studies,
cents. The
women
estimate
are
was
actually
33
like
cents for
significantly
AXTA.
better at multitasking. Like, and even they don't do it as well as we'd like to think as humans that we do. But women
CARA,
generally are
Cara
much better
Therapeutics,
multitaskers than men.
says NDA submission for Korsuva injection on.
Yeah, it is. So Netgear. Have you traded Netgear ever, Peter?
NETE, is that what it is? The symbol?
Yeah.
It's Netgear.
It's like the Wi-Fi bases, remember?
That's Net Element. I'd have to know what's the ticker symbol for Netgear. Oh, NTGR. No, I've never traded NTGR. They only traded 1 million shares today, and that's 3 times what they normally trade. That's why I haven't traded it.
Yeah.
Their average volume is about 390,000 shares, so yeah, that would explain it.
Not a Las Vegas Sands just kind of sitting here, not doing much of anything. Well, it kind of popped up and down, but I thought they were already supposed to be out.
Okay, I'm going to turn Squawky Guy on and see if I can hear anything from him. What's our timing?
TCBI, Texas Capital Bank shares reporting $1.08. Tango Charlie Bravo India.
Las Vegas Sands.
The estimate was 59 cents.
That's so weird. That is so weird when that happens. Look at pull up the chart, Mike, for LVS. Yeah, okay, you got it there. So notice, look where the previous price was, right about where the price is now, 45.95. But that's a red candle. So that means that when the minute started, the price jumped all the way up to 46.45 and then came all the way back down. Right? It's the only way you get a red candle like that. So obviously that was not tradable whatsoever. But all right. I'm surprised that there's relatively little price action going on here on Tesla in anticipation of earnings. I mean, we're going to see the volume pick up once things are announced here, but
SEIC Investments reporting 75 cents. The estimate was 80 cents for San Diego India Charlie.
Oh, it's 425 too for Tesla.
Revenue
That's not
of 424.9 million is ahead of estimate on revenue, short on earnings for SEIC, San Diego India Charlie. HWKN Hawkins Inc. reporting $1.15. Hotel Whiskey Kilo November
I just realized that Tesla's at
LRCX, Lam Research reporting
425. That's not good for me.
$5.67.
I have a meeting.
LRCX.
Thought it was
Las
coming
Vegas
out of
Sands
405.
reporting revenue of 586
Yeah,
million.
it's
That's
coming out
below
pretty
estimate
late.
for LRCX. WHR Whirlpool reporting 627. Whiskey Hotel
I'm
Romeo.
gonna stick around for it. It's coming out pretty late tonight.
Yeah.
The estimate was
Now they're coming out
$3.75
fast
for
and furious,
Whirlpool.
though. CSX is out. Whirlpool is
Company
out.
reinstating full year 2020 guidance.
Whirlpool.
WHR Whirlpool forecasting
Whirlpool did
2020 earnings per
fairly
diluted
well
share of
during the
$14.90
whole
to $15.40 on a GAAP basis and $17.90
pandemic.
to $18 on an ongoing basis. That's Whiskey Hotel Romeo.
They're a low volume trader, too. I always thought Whirlpool would be good to trade, but the volume is never there.
A loss of 74 cents for LVS.
74-cent loss on LVS.
Yeah. Netgear seems to have popped up, so I guess that was positive news on Netgear.
The estimate was a loss of 59 cents for Las Vegas Sands.
So Las Vegas Sands missed.
Shares of LVS 45.79, down 15 cents now for Las Vegas Sands. 74-cent
that's
loss
a
may not
Nasdaq.
compare
May not
to the
compare.
59-cent loss estimate in this case,
Does not
or the
compute.
sales number as well. RKT, Rackspace, RXT, correction, Rackspace, RXT, naming a new
We're getting
president and CFO, Romeo X-Ray Tango.
Yeah. It's not good when he gets the symbols wrong.
No.
That could be a problem.
Excited when Tesla comes out. He's gonna be waiting a while. You'll be like, yeah.
Whirlpool, the adjusted number is $6.91 for Whirlpool WHR.
Tesla doing a nice
TSLA Tesla reporting 76 cents.
Tesla.
Tango Sandy Lima Alpha 76 cents for a Tesla.
What? He's got
The
numbers
estimate
already?
was 56 cents for a Tesla TSLA.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
They beat earnings per share from the sounds of it. Up then down.
Shares of Tesla spiking around $434 at the high, now at $427.13. Revenue $8.771 billion for Tesla. That's above estimate. Also above the $6.303 billion reported last year. TSLA.
Okay. All right. So they beat their numbers, it looks like.
Tesla says
Oh,
have the
excuse me.
capacity installed to produce and deliver 500,000 vehicles this year. Build out of 3 new factories on 3 continents continues as planned. Says Model 3 in Shanghai achieving design production rate.
Well, that's what the
Tesla spiking
fans
here.
wanted to hear.
Yes.
Let's see here, Tesla.
They're all gonna rake in money, and tomorrow Tesla's gonna go crazy.
PTON Peloton getting a downgrade at Goldman Sachs from a buy to a neutral. Papa Tango Oscar November.
There we go. Tesla up 3%. I'm sure there's somebody in there who's trading Tesla right now. Yep, I knew it. I knew you were there, Joe.
Someone who's trading Tesla.
John, Matt.
Oh,
Brendan.
John.
I figured it
John's
would
hitting
be
the
John or Jared that would be going after.
Wow. Okay.
Well, there goes Neo too.
Yeah, Neo is moving up in sympathy with it.
Shares
Wow,
of
look at
Tesla 441.15 now at the high. CMG
LI is
Chipotle
moving up a
Mexican
little
Grill
bit too here.
reporting $3.76. Charlie Michael Golf.
Is that what you're eating, Brian? A little Chipotle?
Little LI. Little cheese.
The estimate was $3.40. That's a beat on earnings for Chipotle. Revenue was 1.6 billion on Chipotle. That's ahead of the 1.59 billion estimate. Chipotle says comp restaurant sales increased 8.3%. Digital sales for the quarter grew 202.5% and accounted for 48.8% of sales for the quarter. That's Charlie Michael Golf Chipotle Mexican Grill.
Huh.
CMG shares are dropping here, though. $1,280 off the lows now, closed at 1366.66.
Well, we're
For
up
CMG.
4.5% roughly after hours.
Yeah.
Shares of Tesla 441.85 is the high. That's up about $19 at the high.
Not
for
a big
Tesla.
move on Neo. Up about 30 cents.
Says production in Berlin Brandenburg expected to start in 2021.
JKS
I would expect
is,
in a sympathy move. That's about right? Because if Tesla moved 4%, then Neo moved what? That's about 1%, right? Let's call it a little over
Pelosi
1.5.
spokesperson says talks today brought us closer to
this is true.
being able to start writing legislation. We'll talk again tomorrow.
Still working on
Oh.
legislation.
Well, if they're getting closer, though, and they're going to start drafting things, that should get the markets happy tomorrow.
Says Drew Hamill says the
Okay.
Speaker and
This is
Secretary
high,
Mnuchin
it's not
spoke today at
too
2:30
much.
p.m. for 48 minutes.
All right, Mike, I'm going to have to run here. I do have a meeting to get to. So that was good. We got to see Tesla. I didn't think I was going to be here for it. So that was,
including language,
that's good.
providing a national strategic
We'll say
testing.
That was
bye
special.
In that case, to everybody out on YouTube, thank you.
Yes. And I'm going to bail here too. I've got some stuff I need to get done this afternoon. So have a good rest of the day, everyone. Mike and Peter,
Later.
have a good day. Mm-hmm. Catch